Alright, what is up guys, NA4 here and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're talking about no other than Jackass Forever, the fourth entry in the Jackass franchise. I'm going to be letting you guys know my thoughts, my feelings, and the final verdict in this video. And also, I made this custom background right behind me as you guys see. I made this myself personally, so I'm very proud of it. I just thought I'd let you guys know. That definitely deserves a like, so you should. No, seriously, drop a like on this video. It helps me out a ton. But yeah, maybe you don't care that I made it, but I do. It's whatever. But enough about me. You want to know about the movie, and yeah, let's just hop straight into it because I feel like I have a lot more to say than I should, which is very, very weird. But I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop straight into the movie review for Jackass Forever. So it's been a while since we've seen an actual Jackass movie, so they're back. It's been a long time coming, and honestly, lots of fans were kind of like mid about it, because usually when movies go away for a long time, then they just come back. It's like, did we really need this? You know, like with Bad Boys for Life, like it was just like a long span since like the previous ones, where it's just like, I don't know. Like same thing with like Terminator. It's just like, do we really want another Terminator movie? But with this one, I think it lives up to the hype, man. It's a welcome addition to the franchise. It delivers on what it should. It's a comedy. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's comedy, it's entertainment. That's what you come to pay for. That's what you pay for. That's what you come to see. And I think this movie delivered on it. You know, it's a good time. They're just as obnoxious and as crazy as they were like 20 years ago. So it's kind of just a fun watch, man. Like in my head, I was thinking like, I don't think they're going to be doing the same stuff that they were doing back in the day. Like, they're older now. I think they're just a little bit more wiser. But I was wrong. I was dead wrong. And I like that they have new cast members in this movie as well. So it's like, I'm not going to lie, that rubbed me the wrong way when I first like heard about it. I was like, new Jackass members? I don't know. But surprisingly enough, they were all entertaining. They were all willing to do the stunts. They seemed like they were having a good time, you know. So I thought they were pretty cool. And the thing is, they didn't feel like they were replacing Bam Margera or they were trying to fill in for Ryan Dunn or anything. They just felt like they were just there to have a good time, and that's what I got from it. They weren't like trying to replace anyone. They weren't trying to, you know, fill in anyone's spots. They were just there to have a good time, and I think that they were pretty good cast members, man. I like them. It's good to have some new blood a part of the team. And I know there's some people saying like it's hilarious, it's the best one, and don't get me wrong, it's funny, but I don't know if it's the best one. I don't know if it's my personal favorite. I haven't seen the other ones in so long, but I remember liking Jackass number 2 a lot. So I think I just have to refresh my memory and rewatch them. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is just a fun watch. Even like the stunts, they're just fun, they're dangerous, they're exciting. The commentary from like the things that they say, it's just laughs all around. And you have, you know, celebrity guest stars in this one. You have people like Tyler the Creator, Machine Gun Kelly, Tony Hawk, Rob Dyrdek, etc. And it's just like, okay, like they want to get in on the fun as well. So, you know, it's good to see them a part of it as well. So at the end of the day, this just leaves for a pretty good experience. It was a little, you know, a little nasty at times. Like I was like, Jesus Christ, like I was not expecting them to have so much like nudity in this movie, but I should have expected it, you know. Just thinking about like the previous movies, I'm like, okay, they did that back in the day. I don't think they're gonna do that nowadays, but I was wrong. I would not recommend eating if you're gonna watch this movie, because there's just penis, testicles, buttholes just all throughout this movie, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like the fact that some of the cast members' penises gets more screen time than Bam Margera himself is criminal, okay? And that's one thing I did want to talk about, is Bam Margera actually is in this movie. Everyone keeps saying he's not in the movie, he's absent from the movie. He is in the movie, but he's only in it for like one stunt. So it's the stunt where they're in the marching band, they're jumping on the treadmill. He actually is in that scene. He's the second one on the treadmill. Just the camera doesn't really focus on him or anything, so you could miss him if you're not like really looking in like the person's face or whatever. But he is in the movie, his name is in the credits, so he's just in the role just very shortly, you know. It's just like a kind of like a cameo really. And you know, a lot of people didn't really catch it the first time, but I had to like genuinely look, I had to do some research, and he actually is in the movie. And I was a little worried about this movie at first because it got delayed, and then there was some legal action between Bam Margera and the rest of the cast, and it was kind of just like off-putting because they're all like family. They shouldn't be fighting together, but I guess they were just like Bam wanted to be a part of the movie, but they had to like make him do like certain things, like he had to do certain requirements to be a part of the movie. Like he had to be sober, he couldn't do any drugs and stuff like that. So he would have to like take pills and send them pictures and videos of him doing it every single day to the point where he just got exhausted about it. And then there was like talks about him suing them and stuff like that. So it was just like a lot of just negative energy. And I'm glad to say that at least he's in the movie. They thank him in the movie and everything like that. Because after Ryan Dunn passed away, Bam Margera, his life kind of went downhill, like rock bottom. So hopefully he can get his stuff together. I'd love to see him in another Jackass project if possible. He's my personal favorite member. But yeah, it's just good to see him in the movie at least. Just good to see his name in the credits. That was pretty good. And honestly, I don't know. This movie, it's interesting because like I don't know how to rank it because it's not like a movie. It's just like a bunch of skits, kind of like just a bunch of stunts together. So it's definitely fun. Like if somebody puts on like a Jackass movie, you're not gonna be upset about that. You're just gonna be like, okay, I can watch this. This is fun. Like same thing with like Austin Powers or something. Like you're just gonna be like, okay, I like this movie. This is a good time. I'll watch this. No problem. So it's a welcome addition. It doesn't feel like it's out of place. So even though that they are older, they're still doing the same crazy, stupid things that they were doing back in the day. I mean, my only real concern is that it does feel a little empty at times because, the lack of Bam Margera and the lack of Ryan Dunn, it is felt in this movie. It's really just that and the fact that there's just so much nudity in this movie. Like, it's kind of like, Jesus Christ, like, okay, guys, like, I don't know what you guys are trying to accomplish here. It's funny to a certain extent, I guess, but it's also kind of gross, like I would not eat and watch this movie at the same time. But I will say that this is a movie that we kind of need, like with everything going on today and just in life, this is a good movie that we all kind of need. And I know the cast members themselves, at least some of them, kind of rely on the Jackass movies to do well, because obviously like Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O, they're like pretty financially stable, so for them it's like not really necessary, but for like the other cast members, the lesser known cast members, they kind of rely on these movies to do well because they're not as like relevant as like Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O, so they kind of rely on these movies to do well so they can get money, get paid, provide for their families and stuff like that. So it's kind of good to see this movie. Kind of at first I was just like, after hearing about like some of their incidents and like their interviews and stuff like that, how they would get injured and they wouldn't go to the doctors or anything, they wouldn't get checkups, they would just take a bunch of painkillers and stuff, or like just break bones. Johnny Knoxville's eyeball popped out and stuff. It's just like, Jesus Christ, like we understand you guys are trying to entertain us, but your well-being is more important. So it's like they should really stop this, but they still want to entertain, they still want to please the people, they want the money, I guess. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because at one point in time Jackass was the most popular thing ever, dude. Like there were TV shows, movies, they even had a video game at one point. I mean, it wasn't a good video game, but it was a video game. But at the end of the day, it's a good watch. A little bit too much nudity at times, but other than that, I can't really say I dislike this movie. It's pretty good, just a funny, good watch, man. I don't know, Jackass out of Jackass. I don't know, man, but I'm in it for it, and I am out. Peace.